Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. This is Christine. It's Christine. And I just wanted to give y'all an update about what's going on with me. Uh, I went on a little holiday over the long weekend, the Thanksgiving weekend, and I had a wonderful time. And I stayed in a hotel, and I felt safe, I felt secure, I felt grounded, and I wasn't under assault for those couple of days. And because I spent a lot of time driving to and from, so I only stayed at the hotel two nights. And then I get back here to the apartment, and so I had Sunday to kind of rest up, and then off to work on Monday. And I just wanted you to know that so Monday I get into work, and I am just, I'm filled with like love, right? And positivity. And I had time away from here, and all of the harassment, and not only the harassment, but the negative energy, whatever it is that they are directing towards me. And I wish, I really wish I was able to identify and say, for certain, this is it, right? This is what's going on, because I really don't know. And frankly, it could, again, and I've said this before, that in fact, I know that, it's a culmination of things, right? Or is that the right word I want to use? I don't think so. Anyway, it's a combination of things. And I know one of which is, witchcraft, sorcery, Satanism, satanic rituals and voodoo, hoodoo, all that stuff, all that negative, dark energy being directed at me. And then there's the physical element of it, with what I believe is, electromagnetic weaponry, as well as just the harassment part of it. The gang stalking has subsided, and maybe I shouldn't put that out there, because, yeah, trust me, I'm not having a good time. My life sucks. I promise. Everything's horrible and miserable, okay? So please just lay off of me, please. But, the people upstairs, running back and forth, following me wherever I go. Look, it is so bad that the people downstairs came upstairs, we're in the middle, to complain about the people upstairs, okay, from us. So that's how intense it is, okay? And I guess they're being paid money. Really, I really believe that there's some kind of compensation going on. So anyway, so I come right back to that. And then, as I said, I go to work Monday morning, and I am just filled with the Holy Spirit. I'm just filled with God's love and life. And it took all of, just a few hours. And, I go to lunch at 1. And so when I came back, at 2, and I could feel like just this, they're like colluding, okay? They're colluding against me. And it's so obvious. They just, they just don't want me there. And there's a part of me that says, the only reason I was hired was so that they could maybe they made a bet. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how minds can work, but I can tell you that, it's very evil, what they do, and how they treat me. And they actually hired someone, and we like have, you know there's nothing really for her to do except for like my job at this point, which she's doing. And she comes around to my desk and, oh, let me do that for you, let me do this. And she's staying late. So I think, she's actually staying late because she's being trained on, for my job, because I answer the phones there. I'm the receptionist there. But you can just feel the tension. You can feel the negative energy. Here's the thing. When people are together and their thoughts are pure, and they're, they have, just love and kindness and light, and they're thinking good things, okay, that raises a vibrational frequency, to like love and light, okay? But then when you have, which I do, because I felt as if I was carrying, a lot of weight there at the office, so it's hard to maintain and keep, that, that level of love and love and truth and life flowing, right? When you have people conniving and, backbiting and, sending negative energy and negative thoughts, you can feel it. And so, of course, I give them, an hour, I'm gone for an hour, so I give them enough time to start, you know what I mean? And like, just, and then I come back and it's like, and by the time, 5 o'clock rolls around, I just want to cry, so, and I mean that because I've never met, like, I don't know, I guess this has just been my entire life. I mean, it's just now that I've been able to really realize it, that, that I'm just, a hated person, that people, I don't know, and, the only real conclusion that I can come up with about it all, and, is that, it's hard to be a lamb in the midst of wolves, right? And that's the truth. And so I believe, that these people are operating on a different, they've got a different programming, they've got a different spirit operating within them, and so they are going to be evil and mean and cruel, and they are going to have negative thoughts about me, and they are going to do things to hurt my feelings, and to do things to get rid of me, to make me want to quit, to make me want to cry, to make me want to run away. So and gosh, and it's just so sad because I believe anyway, I'm sure I'm the only one that sees it, I thought that I was really making a positive contribution, and I felt like, at least the public, the public that I deal with seems to like me, but they're not in an office environment, 40 hours a week with somebody, right? So, and I guess that's where it all just starts to fall apart. Like, these people just can't handle me, but for small doses. And so it just didn't take long. And I think, because I had that break, because I had that 4 days, that I had been so elevated, that it was really a shock to the system for my coworkers, right? Normally I come, I'm here for 2 days, the weekend, and I'm harassed all weekend, so pretty much. So I come back on Monday and I'm not, I don't have that energy level, that frequency level that is, so special and beautiful. And I, I can only say that, at one point in time when I actually went to purchase, and let me show you what I got actually. I went to a place in downtown Raleigh, and I purchased, this is organite, okay? And so I got this at one of those spirituality stores in downtown Raleigh, and the only reason I went there was specifically for this, right? And I got these from Amazon. This came in like a pack of 3, but the reason I went in there was specifically, as I said, for the organite. And there was a lady that helped me there, and she was a young girl. Actually, she's probably, mid-20s at the latest, right? And when her and I started conversing, and she was helping me to find this, the energy level in that place, we were the only 2 there, the energy level in that store was so pure and beautiful. And I knew that her heart and that her mind, that she was thinking positive thoughts, she was thinking pure, loving thoughts, and I was sending them right back. And it was just like, you could feel like the energy, the electricity, actually you could feel it in I could in my body, right? It was so beautiful. And then her coworker, he had, I guess, been on a lunch break, and he came in, and we were, at the counter. I was getting ready, to cash out, and he had came in, and he came up to the register and stuff, and initially it was still, flowing, and you could just, it just was such a beautiful experience, really, to know that somebody is, meditating on the same level, meaning that your thoughts are just, beautiful, kind, loving, pure thoughts, right? And I mean, and that guy, he had a bad thought, and just like that, it was gone. It was gone. That aura of beautiful love and light and energy had been depleted just like that, because somebody, he is what I'm thinking, but I don't know, it could have been her. She could have lost her focus, right? But he had a bad thought, and you could feel it. I could feel it. So that's what's going on in my office, when you've got a bunch of women, and hey, and I'm gonna include the dudes too, okay? Because trust me, they're not on my side either. And yeah, and they're throwing around negative, bad thoughts and stuff. It takes a toll. It takes a toll, and it hurts. It hurts your heart, and it hurts your positivity, and it hurts everything, your emotions. And so I just don't know how long I'm going to hang. Oh, and then of course they make it very clear that, they're, I don't know, I guess they want to replace me. So they're like throwing that out there. They're trying to make me, I don't know, make me nervous, make me uncomfortable by hiring somebody to do my job, because what else? I don't know what else they're there to do, and why they're staying late, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, whatever. So I guess, that's kind of another way for them to, intimidate me and make me feel bad, make me feel bad. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all, and I hope everyone is well and safe in Jesus.